Hey guys, I just want to let you know, me and my brother, our chemistry right now on the podcast today, it's not there today. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, maybe because this man, he back in school now, so he don't know how to act. Oh. Let me stop. No, you didn't have to say I mean, my bad. Bro, at the end of the day, it be your own peoples. You got.
Don't ask me and mine for nothing.
It be your own peoples, man. Instigating. Didn't even know you was instigating.
All you do is criticize.
Hey, shout out to Django, man. That was a great movie. But hey, it be like that sometimes. I really thought they probably just thought of like Nat Turner and put him with what's a famous cowboy? I feel like they mixed them together and that's how they made Django. Yeah, if you really think about it.
Yeah, think about it.
Yeah. I'm still to this day trying to figure out how did he shoot that woman and she went to the side like that. Like, I'm still confused about that one though. Kierra, you watched Django before?
No.
It's just a
it's because it's about that, like anything with slavery.
Okay.
They traumatized me back in school, so
yeah, I understand. It's one. I would say Django is one of them movies. Cause I understand, because that's how I feel about whenever BET plays Roots.
You know what movie that traumatized me was Mississippi Burning. Ever since I saw Mississippi Burning, I said no. Can't do it. And they made us watch it in school and write a report on it. I went in on that paper, made an A+.
For me, it was Color Purple.
You said what?
Oh yeah,
it was Color Purple.
My grandmother made us
Color
watch
Purple.
That. For me, it
was Great Debaters.
You said what? Great Debaters? Hold on. Why Great Debaters? I gotta hear this.
Why?
Yes.
Because all right. So you just. Were they in like high school or college or something like that?
I believe they was in
high school, right?
I don't know. I think they were maybe in college.
I never watched it.
It was in one of the two.
Yeah.
So as a teen, whatever, like probably 18 or 20, new life stuff like that, you traveling against white folks, and they looking at you, already looking down at you like, okay, we just about to eat these people up. We're gonna eat these niggas up. So you already being looked down, and then the fact that whenever you travel somewhere, you have to deal with the cons of being, your skin tone, black.
Mm-hmm.
No matter where you go, even if you're riding in that time, you're riding in a nice Chevy. They gonna look down at you like, how can you afford this?
That's true.
And then the thing is that bring more suspicion onto you because you got your T-shirt there, and you're looking at, okay, he's a black man, easy to get, easy pickings. Then it's all men, one woman. So then definitely you liable to get lynched off the spot. Cause like, what are you doing in my town? And then you're supposed to be doing it in school. I don't know if you're in school or not. They're gonna automatically put allegations on you and attack you. So that was a move for me because like all that whole time they're trying to this is a debate. There's a competition and stuff like that. That's what they do, try to prove their point. But then it goes deeper into that because like the white folks don't know what's going on when I say debating, don't know what they're doing, what's going on while they get into the debate. So that type of lifestyle back then was like, yeah, it's just that I'm risking my life just for a competition.
Right. George really just schooled us right now in Black History Month, man. I like it. I didn't even think about that, bro. I'm over here thinking about 12 Years a Slave.
Y'all not watching that.
Oh yeah, no.
That's gonna piss me off.
Nah, but Django was more of like it was cool. It was cool because we actually win in that one.
Yeah. They say Jamie Foxx, Samuel Jackson. I'm like, but still, like,
no. It's actually it's like beating up white folks.
Y'all seen the Boondocks, right?
Of course.
Yes.
So Samuel L. Jackson was literally the Uncle Ruckus in that. He was all the way to the point of the end of the movie. He was still the Uncle Ruckus.
Yeah.
I give him props to seeing it through.
It's gonna be a good day. favorite song on replay. Good vibes on the weekend.
It's Slxck.
What to do, everybody? This is your boy Slxck the Don, host of the Glorious Weekday podcast, also known as the People's Podcast. And today I have a new guest. It always feels good to always have blue and white in here, you know. Although, and I say it all the time, you know, I had two brothers that came on. Actually, three brothers that came on. Shout out to Takeo, shout out to Darius, shout out to Ant. All y'all have failed me in song association, but you know, I said she gonna redeem us in this. I'm hoping, I'm praying. I feel like I'm a supporter. You know, she's a very intelligent woman, very funny as well. You know, as y'all can hear us talking about different things. I missed the whole Boondocks thing though. I really wish that we had that recorded, but it's cool though. You know, she is a finer woman of Zeta Phi Beta sorority Incorporated. You know what I'm saying? You know, my favorite sorority out there. You know, I might be biased, but hey, it is what it is. Don't fight me, fight your mama. So I want to give it up to my sis Kierra. Kierra. One more, you gotta do 5. Man, you good? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
That's good. That's good. Now you want to tell listeners a little bit about yourself?
Sure. My name is Kierra. I go by Key. Also, my alter ego in the Greek world is Toxic Zeta. Mm-hmm. So I do go to Texas Southern University, the Texas Southern University. I am a senior health studies major, graduated in May 2023. I became a member of the New Alpha chapter Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated back in spring 2017. I am very known in the Greek world, especially out here in Houston, Texas. Shout out to my boy Ricky, my club Spring 12 TE. He's one of the, you know, founders of Texas Greek Picnic, and I've been humbled to be one of his Zeta ambassadors. And I can honestly say, since I, you know, crossed, he has been like the person that has made me, you know, known out there. Like I've been able to go to other Greek picnics. I've been able to travel, meet other, you know, frats, sorors, and even D9 brothers and sisters. So I really appreciate that. And other than that, you know, I'm just out here chilling, living life, you know, 2022 just started. I'm gonna get there. You know, I ain't did everything that I said I was gonna do, but it's just February, so I got time.
That's true. That's true. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. Trust me. And you know, y'all heard you got somebody else in the background and everything.
Oh, I'm sorry. Shout out to my boyfriend George for 3 years. You hear somebody with a deep Louisiana accent. That's him.
And you know, he had a lot today. He had us thinking a lot earlier. Y'all heard it. So.
Yeah, that was him giving us some black knowledge on
exactly. So
Black History Month.
We definitely gonna probably have him on this episode here and there. He probably gonna say a little something, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's only right. But before we get into our first segment, you know, we always gotta play some music. You know, we play gospel music, rap music. I think it's only right that we go R&B this week. We go on R&B 2 times in a row, but it's cool. And I think I am going to play DFMU by LMA. Okay, that's a little bit of DFMU by LMA. Great song. And now it is time for us to go into our first segment, which is Slick Thought. All right, yeah, I have a quick question for you. All right, so you know, this is just a hypothetical, okay? It's a hypothetical, but if you love someone, right, and they ended up having a baby on you,
oh Lord,
would you still stay?
It depends, in my opinion. I actually had this happen to me before back in high school. The man should remain nameless.
Okay.
You know, I think we in high school, you know, so when it happened, I was just like, what the hell? You know, what the fuck? But that's neither here nor there. Despite everything, I did not stay. And the reason why I did not stay was because even though I was with him for a year and a half, going on 2, we're in high school. Let's start there. Like, your future is already growing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a very, very understanding person. And I'm the type of person that, I listen to all parties before I make a drastic decision. However, my family at the time, and kind of still is, I was always a people pleaser. Like, whatever my family wanted me to do, wanted me to say, I did. And I knew that this is not what they wanted for me. And if I would have stayed, I wouldn't hear the end of it. We were going to keep Judge. Hell, Jackie probably would have kicked me out the damn house if I stayed with that person. Yeah. So it was more of me looking out for my future. And as much as I did love him at that time, I had to let him go because I knew it wasn't for me at all. Now that I'm older and now that I'm an adult, I can honestly sit here and say it really depends. Like, I know everybody watched Insecure. Lawrence had a baby. He wasn't with Issa when it happened, but he had a baby. Yeah. Now, unlike some niggas, everybody needs a Lawrence because Lawrence told her as soon as he found out. Yeah. But it was up to Issa on what she wanted to do with that situation. And yes, it did. Any typical woman, any sensitive woman, it hurt her. It took her a minute to think about it, and she knew she didn't want to do it. But as we saw, when it got closer to the end, they ended up getting together anyway. Spoiler alert. So, so it's like I said, it just depends on the individual. I know some people would say, "Oh, no, I'm not doing that, stand a third." And some people would say it depends on the situation. But I can honestly sit here and say, if it was George and I would stay. So.
Okay. All right. So now for me. For the people that know me, I'm a pretty open person when it comes down to being with somebody. But one thing that I know that I cannot deal with already is cheating, right? So if someone cheated on me and then on top of that had a baby, I'm not mad at the kid at all. Like, I'll never be mad at the kid because the kid didn't ask to be here or whatever. But I will be upset with the woman I'm with because it's like, all right, you lost my trust. And knowing me, like, I'm not going to be able to give you that trust. Like, no matter what you do, I'm not going to be able to trust you because I'm always going to think about that last situation that you did. That's just me. That just goes for anybody in my life. So it's like, I have friends that you done me wrong. Yeah, I'll forgive you, but I'm not going to forget. And then we're not going to be the same like we used to be. That's just me. So when it comes down to like a significant other that I've been faithful to, I've been bragging about to like my mom, my pops, the people around me, and then you do something like that, yeah, that's kind of dead to me. But I would say the only way I can live with that is if we had, like, let's say we had a break and we was gone. We wasn't talking to each other. We wasn't really with each other. Let's say it was like a good 4 months. 4 or 5 months. I'm not expecting you to just, be just living your life and then not doing anything. That's because I'm smart enough to know that people gonna probably just go on and do their own thing because you're on the break now. So if you happen to have a kid, then we get together. Then that's like, okay. I mean, I may be able to still be with that person, because it's like, all right, you didn't cheat on me. That's the main thing. It's the cheating part that gets me. But if you didn't cheat on me and you're just like, okay, that happened when we was not together, then it depends though. It depends on how much I really, really care for that person though, in that situation. But I think I'm gonna ask my brother that question. Devontae, what would you do in that situation, bro? He says a no-go. Why?
I see it as this. If we was broken up and everything, I see what you mean. But in my head, it's just like, was you always planning on coming back to me? Yeah. And so if you was if I was planning on trying to get back with you in the future, then I wouldn't try to bring a baby in this world. With somebody else. Because it just makes it seem like you're trying to create a life without me. Like you're already preparing it. So when you bring a baby into it and say, "Hey, I want you back," now it's not just me taking you back. I'm also taking a baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You become a package now. Like, it's not like I can't say, okay, I'll take you back, but not take the baby. Like, because you're going to expect me to take that baby too. Right. But I'm going to look at it like, that's not my child. And then, like, yeah, eventually I may come to love it as you know, as a natural person would if they taking care of a child. Like, you're going to start to fall in love with that child. But at the same time, you're going to have that thing in the back of your head that's saying that ain't your kid. No matter how much you love it, it ain't yours. Yeah. And then you're going to have to always think about, she ran out, like, she didn't run out on you, but it's just like, you know, that's another man. Like, whatever is inside that kid is not you. As much as you want it to be you, because you're the one taking care of that child, you're going to always see that child and be like, it's not even me. Like, because you're going to see somebody else. And then it's just like for women, like, if I went and had a child, and it's, you know, she takes me back, and then she's still going to have to take the child too, because the child's going to be around me, and so in turn, it's going to be around you. And then every single time you see that child, you're going to be like, I wanted to have a child with him. But that child is a product of somebody else. So there's going to be a lot of confliction in that person, regardless of how you felt about him. You're just going to be like looking at a child and you're just going to be like, man, that's something that I wanted with them. And then, but you didn't get it. And they said, so what makes them so special than me?
Yeah. Nah, I feel that. I feel that, you know, especially you saying like you seeing that other person inside that child. Like, yeah, I can understand that. It's like, you know, it's been numerous times where a man had a child or a woman, like Kierra, like you said, right? But, you know, they also, sometimes they might have that same thought process too. Like when they might see the kid, like they might try to make it work. And then they see the kid, and then after a while, it just like,
I do believe that every time you see the child, you're going to think about the cheating. Like that's where, not trying to talk down on the child, but that's where the child came from. You stepping out on the relationship. Yeah. So it's easier said than done, but like everybody is different. Like every time you see that child, you're going to think about what he or she did. So yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that as well. And now, George, I got a quick question for you too, man. It's the same question. Same question. Like, what would you do in that situation?
In that situation, I feel like it was already thought out. If you was planning to have a child, like you said, hypothetically speaking, it was already thought out. You thought this through. You already knew what you wanted to do before you wanted to execute it. You know, the matter. You knew what you was getting into from the start. So that's why I feel like that if you're going to do that, then why would you still together? I agree with you if you have a break and stuff like that, and then she's wound up pregnant or whatever like that, stuff like that. It's understandable. That's a yes. Because broken up, y'all did your own thing, y'all lived your life and stuff like that. You got back together. Unfortunately, she has a child, he has a child. Yeah. It happens. You just learn to grow from that situation. That's something that you just got to build up from. Like you said, when you see that child, you look at it as a product of not you. But then eventually, as a child grows up and picks up parts of you from like the way you think, the way you carry yourself, it then becomes you. It might not be as genetically or DNA wise, but then the child needs someone to look up to, mother or father. So with that being said, yes and no, the child isn't you, but yes is because it becomes you. As for, I think it hits women more harder because the fact that they didn't go through the process of having a birth. I see you there with them as they're giving birth to your child. But in fact, you had another child before her and stuff like that. I think it hits them harder because they're more sensitive. For us men, it's like, yes, it hurts, but then it's like, it is what it is. Yeah. I'm still going to take care of him or her, no matter what. I'm still going to have my guard up because it's like, you ain't mine. But then as the child grows, then it becomes you. So builds up a whole nother bond.
Interesting. See,
I think for me though,
I'm sorry. I think for me, I think it's almost the opposite, in my opinion. I feel like women are. I think they're more likely to accept it if a man had a kid, and I feel like us guys, like once we
accept it. Let's be real.
Yeah, I'm be honest. I really feel like we probably be like,
y'all not gonna accept it.
Like, nah. Yeah, because
Depending on how old the child is.
I feel like I think for us it depends on situation. That's what I really feel like. It depends on the situation. For women, it's like they're gonna be hurt regardless. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Like I feel they'd be hurt regardless, but they're more to the point they'd be more understanding and be like, okay, well, I love you. I'm gonna try to make this work. Even if it doesn't work out, they're gonna at least try to make it work. Us, a lot of times be like, oh no, you end up messing with that dude. No. I ain't even taking it back. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
he not lying.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying too. Like I don't have a problem with the child. That ain't gonna be like you said, that child had no choice in this world. So I'm not gonna banish that child if no one's around and stuff. But I'm just saying the only problem that I would have is baby daddy type stuff. Like that relationship right there can be rocky. Especially when the baby daddy sees that woman went back to you, and then now he ain't with her no more. Then he gonna start causing problems because he mad because he ain't with her. And I said I can't be handling those type of situations because that gonna put a brother in jail.
Exactly, because he feeling like, all right, you take care of my kid, and I can only get a chance to see him or her.
Yeah, so now y'all fighting back and forth over the child. And it is never the child's fault for me. It's just what comes after that. Because that means I'm not just taking in her and child. I'm also taking in the baby daddy too. He gonna have to be right.
That's true. But I think it's only right that we at least call a woman right now because we only got it's 3 guys that's talking. We got 1 woman that's talking right now, and I feel like it's another one that we should have on as well. So shout out to my friend Bree. She was on the last episode. I think I'm gonna call her and see what she got to say.
Yo.
Yeah. Is this Bree?
What's that, folks?
Oh, what's happening? This is your boy Slxck the Don, host of the Weekday podcast. You're on a podcast right now, so do not incriminate yourself.
What's up?
Nothing much. You good, Bree?
Yeah, I'm good. How about you?
I can't complain at all. All right. So, I'm with my sis Kierra right now, right? And I got her man George in here, and I got my brother Devontae in here, right? And we were talking on the podcast, and I was like, you know what? I need another woman on here to give me her thought process on this. So let's say if the person you loved had a child on you, would you stay? Were you there?
Yeah, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, but I couldn't hear you for a second.
Oh yeah, I was saying if the person you that you loved had a child on you, would you stay?
Say it one more time.
If the person you loved had a child on you, would you stay?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, why you say that?
First of all, I'm a lesbian, so it's kind of confusing in that aspect because I can't go that way because it's a tollway. I don't know. I feel like if you had enough time, then cheat on me and then have a child, which means it was unprotected. So you're already putting my health at risk in some form or fashion. So, and the fact that you were careless enough to literally have a child, because that means you weren't paying any attention. You weren't paying no mind. And so I don't know. I just feel like that's really careless. I feel like, and then now I'm trying to bring a child into a situation. I don't even want kids, so it's a hard no for me.
Got you. I feel like Kierra want to say something.
Well, no, I agree with her in her perspective because I thought about that too, but I didn't even say anything about the whole health thing because you are putting somebody's health at risk. That's number one. Yeah. And then number two, like she said, she don't want kids. So I mean, with that being said, that it's a hard no for her. Like I said, it just really depends. Like I said earlier, it depends on how long I've been with that person and the severity of the situation. If it was George, my man now, yes. Because like I said, we went through our ups and downs. We've done some things to each other that we shouldn't have done. So if it was him, yes. Anybody else, like my ex-fiance, hell no. Excuse my language, but hell no.
Yeah.
So, and then like I told you, from the guy in high school, it was a hard no for me because I had to think about my future. Me and him haven't even had sex. I didn't even get deep into that. Me and him didn't even have sex at all. But not only did it with someone else because you couldn't respect me as your girlfriend and appreciate the fact that I wanted to wait, you went and got it from someone else and a baby got it and you expect for me to stay. Hell no.
Yeah, because and then you're thinking about it too. It's like you gotta, if you're taking this person back, that means now you also have to deal with baby mama drama or baby daddy drama.
True.
And I'm getting asked for.
Right.
So there's just too much involved in it. Cheating is one thing, but bringing something into the situation that's gonna remind you continuously that the person cheated on you is a hard no for me.
Yeah, and that was basically what I was saying too. For me, it was the fact of the cheating because anyone that knows me knows that that's like literally my deal breaker in everything is cheating because I will lose my trust in you and I'm not, you're not going to get that trust from me again, so that's why I said no. But that's if we had a break and then it happened, my mindset might be different then depending on how much I care for that person though. Like how much I care for that woman if, we was together for a good minute, and I really loved her. And then that happened. I don't know. I don't know how I would feel in that situation though, because I could feel the same way and be like, "No, I'm good," because the phone dropped. Dang.
It sounded like she was in a bad area.
Yeah, it kept going out.
Yeah.
But yeah, she'll probably have to get on later though. But yeah, I mean, like now that I start thinking to myself, like I don't know how I really would feel in a situation where, I'm like, let's say we had a break and everything, and I really love this woman, and she had a kid. Like I don't know how I would truly feel in that situation. Like,
so let me stop you right there. Sorry. So it depends. What is your definition of a break? Because everybody's definition of a break is different.
I think my definition of a break is to the point where we really just stopped being together. Like we probably wasn't even conversing like that.
Right.
We both doing our own thing, or whatever. Right. And it just so happened that, something in us said, you know what, we really want to work this and start over again. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I consider a break. I don't consider that whole like, we stop and talking to each other, but we can't talk to nobody else. Like that's weird. In my opinion, I'm sorry to anybody that does that, but that's just my opinion on that stuff like that. I don't think that's like I don't know why. Because what's the point of that? Because I always think to myself, because the OG once told me this: if you give your significant other a break, the longer that y'all are away from each other, the more they're used to not being around you, which causes y'all to farther leave from one another, and y'all gonna be doing your own thing anyway.
You're right, but what if you wanted to take a break to like get yourself and that person together? Because some people jump into relationships and not mentally and spiritually ready to be there. So say for instance, you get with someone, you've been with them for a while, but then like, they're saying like you get her, but then once you got her, you stop doing the things you did to keep her. So what if he started actually like stop doing the things, and maybe it's some internal issues within you or that person that they don't want to tell you, of course, because maybe of trust or they're just scared. So what if it's not taking a break because you want to cheat? What if you just want to take a break so you can mentally get yourself together as an individual so you can proceed to grow with your significant other?
No, I mean, that's different. And it's like, okay, I feel you on that. But at the same time, if that was what we basically agreed upon, and then you went out and talked to somebody else.
I agree with you on that. I was like, that's why I said, what's your definition of a break? Because I'm gonna throw us something. Yeah. George and I, it was once upon a time in our life, all we did was argue. So I initiated the break. He made a statement, and it sticks with me now. If we take a break, I know you're not coming back. As much as I wanted to convince him that wasn't necessarily true, I just thought that we needed a break because, let's be real, we did get together way too fast. We didn't get to know each other as much as we wanted to. So there was a time in our relationship where there was some shit going on. So I thought the break was a good idea so we can like get right individually. So when we came back together, we could be stronger and better. Did we ever take the break? No. But with that being said, I know that it's a fear, especially in men, because once you lose that woman, she ain't coming back. But I'm a different type of woman. I like to have conversations first. I like to between us, okay, let's talk. I'm the first one to say, George, I think we need to talk. So if you have that conversation, then yes, I feel like a break will work. But if you got a break and then you went and cheated, well, man, it's not necessarily cheating because y'all on a break. But if you had that conversation, but then you still decided to step out, it's kind of hard because you're not technically stepping out because y'all on a break. Then you really didn't want to break in the first place. You just wanted to be done.
True. And I mean, I probably would have said the same thing Jordan said too. Because like I said, my OG was like, listen, when you take that break, they start leaving farther and farther away. Before you know it, y'all ain't together. So I understand him when he was like, hey, if we take this break, you're not going to want to come back.
I personally don't believe in breaks. Like, that's just me. Because I look at it as people just trying to take the up out of breakup. Mm-hmm. And so, that's how I see it. It's just we're broken up. And I feel that in a marriage, I feel that you can't take a break.
Oh no! Once we married, we already said it. It's a wrap.
But I date with a purpose, so I be treating it like we are married. So I'm just like, we can't take no break. We gonna have to figure this out one way or the other. When we take a break, that's basically me quitting on you.
But what if one person is trying and the other one is not? Then what?
Then break up. Call it a breakup. You know what I mean? Because it's no.
But what if you want to? But what if you trying to fight for that person? You really trying to fight for this person.
But if they're not fighting for you, then what's the whole purpose of fighting for them?
That's true.
It's even. So why would you even take a break and hope that person will decide to fight for you later?
You're right.
There's no guarantee. So I'm just I'll just break up with you, and then if you decide that you want to fight for me, then come for me. But whatever happens. I wouldn't call it a break.
I would say this though, to tie it back in with the kid and everything. It also depends on who initiated the break, because if my significant other initiated the break and then they ended up having a kid, my mindset already
hell no.
Because I'm thinking that's what you want to do.
Like what I said earlier, it's you had intentions of doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm also a person that when someone says they want to discover more about themselves, learn more about themselves, or fix themselves, I still feel like it's still possible doing it with me. Still be with me and still able to find things about yourself. You know what I mean? Because isn't that the whole purpose of being in some relationships and stuff? You start finding out things about yourself.
No, I do agree. I agree with you.
And then I also feel like it also reveals me, and that's how y'all get closer together, because y'all start learning about each other together. But when you're away, it's just you're just gonna continue to do the same things that you did, and then you're just gonna eventually get tired of doing the same things that you did, and then you're gonna be like, I am a new person.
But what would you do if they won't let you in? Like you said, you trying, you want them to grow, but you keep trying, but they still got that brick wall and don't want to let you in.
I say that's a breakup, because really, when you take a break, and some people call it a break, nobody never communicates and discuss on what the break is. It's a breakup, because if you don't discuss it, then it's not really a break. But I can see, hey, not really a break, but just saying hey, let's take a couple steps back. You know what I mean?
What do you
do that? As far as say I'm with someone, and the next thing you know, you realize that you're moving too fast.
Oh, okay.
Say hey, I think we're moving too fast. We got into this relationship too quick. I'm not saying I don't want to be with you, but I think we should take a few steps back on this. So then you start backtracking. All right, let's not say we boyfriend and girlfriend, but we still talking and dating.
Oh, okay.
You can backtrack that and start from there. Not say I want a break and then leave you, and then say we can come back at a different date. Like that's where I didn't see it fit, because I'm just like, well, why can't we just say, hey, let's set some boundaries now, since we realize that some things ain't going our way. Like, it's not going right. We went too fast, so let's make some boundaries to where we're not moving fast.
And plus, folks be shiesty. I'm real. Like, let's keep it a whole stack. Let's keep it a whole stack, man. Like, let's say, for example, you have a healthy relationship, and y'all decide y'all want to take a break. But there's outsiders that always wanted that man or always wanted that woman, and once y'all take that break, they are.
Oh, now you want to say something.
They own it.
Now
They
you
own
want to
it.
say something. Now you want to say something. Over here, co-sign.
I see that too, because like you do let that man go, and then next thing you know, then sometimes it be your best friend. Like, you know, your best friend.
Like for example, like that's why I said I can understand why George said what he said, because let's say, for example, y'all had that break, right?
I feel like y'all ganging up on me, but I'm.
Oh, well, no. I'm gonna be on your side in the future. I'm gonna be on your side in the future. But let's just say that. Let's say, for example, it was a dude that's always been eyeing you. George probably already knew it already, right?
Mm-hmm.
He already probably been picking.
This is deja vu.
Okay, so this is deja vu. But let's say, yeah, he already been peeping this dude already. He already knew, like, this dude already is preying on my downfall.
In other words, I don't like this nigga.
Yeah, like, and then as soon as y'all take that break, that man is he not giving you no time and everything. He like one of them.
Trying to get you on the rebound.
He one of them free agents that's trying to get signed right now because this is the last day. Like, that's him. Like,
he just want 1 year contract.
Yeah. No. That's treated like basketball. He on a 10-day contract.
10 games.
Yeah. So it's like, so that's how it is. But then at the same time, in the midst of you got a dude that's coming your way, you probably noticed it was a woman that was trying to look at him. And then yesterday they had a whole break. And then here goes that woman trying to do all this other stuff. He probably like, I'm good or whatever. But she over like, oh, you good. You want to talk. Bro, listen, bro. I'm trying to tell you, people be shiesty sometimes. That's all I'm saying.
I just personally feel that if you can't fix it in the relationship, I feel like it won't be fixed outside the relationship.
Yeah.
So like y'all can't do it together, then what's the whole purpose of even trying to come back?
That's true.
Because because then I look at it like, okay, when another problem happens, what you gonna do? Take another break?
Exactly.
Like, it's just gonna keep happening. Like, because you're always gonna find something about that significant other that you don't like. It's just always going to happen. So like, if you always saying, I hate when they do this, I think I need to take a break.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. You know what I mean?
It wasn't like that.
But then I think I need to take a break because you're really pissing me off right now.
Yeah.
And then they piss you off for about 3 days straight, and you said I can't take it, so I want to take a break. They say bet. Y'all take a break, take a few days. Next I miss you. I miss you too because I hadn't seen you for a week.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, they do that same thing. I feel like each side you take bits and pieces from it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I just never grasped the concept of taking a break because it's just like I feel like you're doing it as a response to something that someone did.
I mean, but I can understand why some people would, because sometimes that taking a break basically means just like basically, I need my space. I need to figure, like Kierra said just earlier, they basically trying to figure themselves out and stuff like that. So it's like, I can understand it, but I also can understand why someone wouldn't want to go for that. But I also can understand someone that would want to go for
Well, mine was more because of a mental thing.
Yeah.
Like I have anxiety and I used to suffer from depression and suicide. So it was more like, I was already dealing with things that I was going through and then trying to hold him up. It was mentally like draining me. So that's the reason why I brought up the break. And at the time I felt like I wasn't getting like no support and no help from him because, he was dealing with, a death of a family member and it was hard for him to grieve it. And it's like, I'm trying to be that loving, supporting girlfriend. I'm trying to be there for him and also hold my shit up. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
this is what I mean about the step back thing. Like in that situation, then you be like, well, let's not have that title anymore, so we won't feel obligated, right? But y'all still talking. You know what I mean? Y'all still talking every day.
Oh, we live together. We ain't got no choice.
I'm just saying, as far as like in that situation, like if y'all wasn't living together and stuff, you don't really necessarily have to take a break, but you can take a few steps back and be like, hey, like I got this going on. I know you got this going on. And you be like, okay, I understand. Let's just take away the title. We go back to dating. Go back to doing our own separate things.
See,
but like I'm not saying like go do your separate thing as
no, and I agree with you, but I feel like that with sorry to cut you off, but when you take away that title, say if a bitch asks George, you got a girlfriend? No, I would kill his ass. Say it with me. If I say I ain't got a boyfriend, he will kill me.
So now you get the gist of that. The title, but then don't. Make it seem like it's like you're
obligated, right? I got you.
You see what I mean? Like, because the only reason people feel overwhelmed is because they got the title of boyfriend or girlfriend, and they feel obligated that they have to do.
I understand. Like I said, like I told you, I wasn't gonna be seeming like I'm ganging up on you. I'm doing your side at some point. Okay, so like I think really at the end of the day too, it always just depends on the relationships too, because what you believe and how you feel might not work for somebody else. It's the same way like very first episode of my entire podcast, we talked about polygamy, right? And I said, for some people, like maybe that's like for them, that probably will work for them. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe let's say, for example, you have like a, I mean, not job. I'm just saying. We gonna look at that shit like that. Listen.
Wait, quick rebuttal.
No. I got clear. You can't just stop me off of that. Okay, so yes, of course I believe in monogamy, all that stuff. But I'm just saying, like, there's some people that got swingers out there. You know what I'm saying? Like they do their own thing. To us, we be like, no, I wouldn't do that. But to them, that's what makes them work. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same way with like the break thing.
I'm over here.
I know I went all the way to the left, but I'm
no, because it's like I looked at him because like we literally had this conversation. So getting deeper into my life, I am bisexual. Mm-hmm. So with my ex-fiance, we used to like, have threesomes and stuff. I tried that. The girl made me choose between her and my ex-fiance, and I was just like, so I talked to George about it. He was like, how would you feel about having a third? I said, I got an attitude. That bitch got an attitude. She probably I had my own experience. And you're right. I have seen, we all on social media, I have seen people that it works for them. And I just be looking like, how? Coming from somebody that actually dealt with it, like how? Like that shit right there is for the birds, in my opinion. Unless it's like based on income, because I know a lot of guys do it because of the income, because all the girls got money and stuff like that. And then it's really girls that don't care about it being not just them, and not just be like, damn. Like,
I feel that
generation is very interesting.
If you word to that whole situation, why things work like that, because 9 times out of 10 they communicate.
Yeah, you're right. Like that's number one.
Because like if you took a break and like the break works for you, 9 times out of 10 they communicated. It wasn't just like I want a break and then okay, and then they left.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because usually that's when a break don't work.
Sure.
But like even then, but that's how I see how breaks shouldn't even happen. If you was able to communicate a break, you should be able to communicate the problem.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why I'm still saying that breaks shouldn't even exist. Like you either gonna break up or you gonna stay together and make it work.
I'm gonna give all y'all a gunshot on that, man. For everything y'all said, and we did a lot of talking, and I forgot that I was really supposed to have another caller on, but like I was gonna call somebody else. We've been on here for a good minute, so let's go on and let's see who I was gonna call. I think I'm gonna call one of our frat brothers. I think I'm gonna call Darius. Darius was on episode 6 of this season. Yeah, he's on episode 6. So, make sure y'all check that episode out too. I'm gonna call him right now and see what he got to say. And also, before I do call him, shout out to Bree for coming on. I know the phone call had dropped and everything, but shout out to her and shout out to her for being on episode 10. Make sure y'all check that one out as well. And now I'm going to call Darius.
Your call has been
Wait a minute.
Dang. Hold on. Hello? Why is everybody's phone the other day? You got cricket?
Don't disrespect me like that.
Darius, can you hear me?
Yeah.
You breaking up right now. What's good, bro?
What's good?
There we go. This your boy Slxck the Don, host of Glorious Weekday podcast, also known as People's Podcast. You're on the podcast right now, so do not incriminate yourself.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Darius?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. Can't complain.
That's good. You know, I'm with our sir right now. I'm with Kierra right now. You know what I'm saying? I got her man George up in here, and I got Devontae up in here too, right? And you know, we over here talking and stuff. You know, we did a lot of talking. When I say a lot of talking, I mean a lot of talking. And the main question was this. I was like, you know, I'm gonna ask Darius this question. So let's say, you know, you're in a happy and healthy relationship, you know what I'm saying? And this is just a hypothetical, all right? So let's just say if the person you love had a child on you, would you stay?
Oh no.
Why you say that?
But personally, I want to be rude. How y'all doing? What's up, family?
Hey, how you doing?
But hell no, because me in particular, if it's my girl, first and foremost, she gonna love me before we even together.
Mm-hmm.
So one, she already don't love me no more. They're gonna have a child with this nigga. Then the whole process that goes into that, from communication, from going to see him, from them fucking on the regular for him to even start fucking raw, so she even trusting him to bust in her. It's a lot that goes into that.
Yeah.
Plus the back. So that's just can't do it.
Yeah, it sounds like a reoccurring thing. Before Bree's phone cut off, she kind of said the same thing. Well, her main thing was too, you know, she's a lesbian, so if her shawty went and you know, got pregnant, it would be very confusing for her. You know, but I mean, for us, you know, I'm gonna let Kierra say what she got to say first.
I did say that, you know, it depends. I guess, like, because now that I'm an adult, back then I was like, fuck no, hell no. Mm-hmm. My ex-boyfriend back in high school, I left him. My current boyfriend now, I said 9 times out of 10 I would stay, because that's just how much I love him. But I do agree. I also agree with all of y'all, because like he said and like Bree said, first you put my health at risk, because you're letting someone go in raw on you. You don't know what this person got, and you let this person bust at you. So it's like, that's a whole other thing. And then Darius hit a point. You don't love me no more. I ain't even think about that the whole time we've been on here. So you love me enough to you don't love me enough to tell this nigga or tell this girl no. Yeah. So now it's a respect thing. So he kind of got me thinking now. Yeah, George, you gotta go.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's the thing too. I really feel as though if we in a relationship, if it got to that, first of all, we should be able to communicate. But if it got to that bad, to where you just had to go off and do this, without me knowing, but we couldn't have no type of conversation in case there was a problem we was having, we might as well just have been broken up before this even happened.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this is like a reoccurring theme that everybody's gonna say no, because I said no as well. You know, but mine was more like, you know, the trust thing, because Darius, you know, I've said this numerous times before. Like, if a woman cheats on me, I'm done, bro. Like, it's no turning back for me, because once you lose my trust, you don't never get my trust back. Like, even if I try to trust you again, that whole scenario keeps popping up in my head all the time of what happened, and I'm just like, nah, it can't, you know. Now
you still want to come back from.
Yes, exactly. And then now you added more to it once you said, oh, you know, she let this man bust in her, you know. It's like, dang, that happened. And then on top of that, you know, unprotected sex, and then this is like, you know, just being very, very, very disrespectful. And this is like, I can't do that, man. Like, I can't do it. Now, there's another thing I asked too. Let's say y'all was on a break, right? And in the midst of that break, she later on had a child. Now, what would you do in that situation?
That depends. That very much depends. No, honestly, truthfully, I would. I'll say it this way: I would understand if some people went back, but me, I couldn't go back even if I wanted to, simply because of what you just said. Mm-hmm. Just having to deal with all that and live with that, knowing it's gonna bother me, and knowing I'm gonna still have this hate for what she did, and I'm gonna have to see this nigga because she's having his child. So I'm just gonna. It's just too much. It's gonna be too much, personally.
Yeah, I feel that. Like I know for me, I was saying the same thing. It depends. But it also just depends on how much I love that person. Like if that woman, I really, really loved her, I probably would. But then I was like, I really got to be truthful with myself. Like I've been going back and forth on this one. Like if I got to really be truthful with myself. Like I don't know, because then I'm thinking to myself like, dang, like someone else had you feeling the way that I make you feel. And you decided to do this. And let's say if we was only on the break for like 2 months or something.
Now you're getting deep with it.
Yeah, I am. I'm getting deep with it because I'm an overthinker. And I just think about a lot of different things whenever it happens. And then I'm just like, bro, like what? Then, it depends on if she's the one that initiated the break. That's another thing. And then it also depends on who is the baby's father. Like if it's somebody that's been around that you told me not to worry about.
Yeah, knowing me, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, okay, or is it just some, and even then if you're like, oh no, it's just some dude I just met. Oh, it's a dude you just met. So now it's like, okay, yeah. I'm all over the place with it. So it's like
there is no right answer for that. There is no right answer.
Exactly.
Always be a wrong answer.
Exactly. And it's like, because I know how I am, my mindset too. Like if I did that, I'm not expecting that woman to take me back. Like I'm gonna be realistic with myself. It's like, nah, I'm not gonna be the one that's like, nah, baby, come on, take me back. Nah, that's not me. I already know. Like at the end of the day, what I did, I know what I did. It was shiesty. It was bad. Like but I mean, if I cheated, that is. Now if
something like, so you're not gonna fight for me?
Like, you ain't gonna fight. No, if people say you ain't gonna fight for me, I just be like, like my brother said that earlier too about the whole like, are you gonna fight for me? It's like, oh, baby, this go both ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta put it in 50-50.
No, I agree because when I did what I did, I didn't expect George to stay with me. I told him like, you can leave if you want to, but he wanted to stay, and we just worked it out. So
give a gunshot to George. Sure. But that was my mindset on that though, and I was just like, we went back and forth on this whole like break thing too though. But the biggest thing though is the biggest thing really is who initiated it, though, because that person that got pregnant initiated it. I'm gonna really be thinking about that whole situation.
Plotting this whole time.
Yeah, you've been plotting this whole entire time. Then I'm gonna start thinking to myself, dang, now I look like a goofy.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know about the dying now.
It's gonna feel so much worse because even if you come back, you already know. Like most women have a good friend group, or at least one to a few best friends. They gonna know everything.
Yep.
You gonna look them in their face. Both of y'all know what y'all know, and he's just gonna hit you every time.
That's true. But yeah, Darius, that's all I have for you. Want to shout anything out before you go?
Oh, shout out Black History Month.
Yes.
Okay, yes, sir. You want to shout out in your socials too?
Follow me on Instagram, King_Ginty, KING_GINTY. Twitter is Dex DEX_no_lab, and that's it.
Bad. And guys, make sure y'all check out episode 6 of this season. Darius was my guest on that time. I already shouted him out earlier, not for good reasons though, because you hurt me on the Song Association though. If y'all want to check out how he did on that, just go on and watch it though. But nah, bro, I'm gonna talk to you later. All right.
All right, bro. Y'all be lit.
All right. You too. Okay, that was cool. All right, so basically, guys, at the end of the day, all of us said no. Nobody said yes. We had how many people? We had 6 people. Yeah, 6 people that said no. Yeah, I mean, I thought I'll find somebody that's gonna say yes, but I guess not. But yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for this one. And we're gonna go to the next segment, one of the funnier segments, which is Tell Me Why. All right, y'all, we are in the next segment of the podcast, which is Tell Me Why. Now, Kierra, I got a quick question for you. All right. Tell me why us as people can't stand ants.
Well, they bite. I don't like creatures that bite. I guess like growing up, like my mother used to let us play outside, and like I was curious. We were all curious when we was kids. You see a big ass ant bed, you think it's just dirt. Hell no, it's an ant colony, and then they get so damn mad.
Especially fire ants.
The fire ants, they get so damn mad, they start biting the fuck out of you. And, I mean, I really don't have an issue with ants necessarily. I got an issue with roaches. I hate roaches.
Okay. I mean, if anybody loves roaches, then they're a psychopath, and I don't trust you anyway to begin with. I'll stay on that one, though. No, but the reason I asked you that question is because, let's see here. An attempt to kill ants destroys a family's home.
Huh? How? Yeah, what's the story? I need the background.
Okay, let's see. If you have an infestation of ants in your basement, do not follow the example of David. Oh, this man's last name is horrible. Well, not horrible, but it's hard to pronounce. Slxck. That's what I'm going to say. Slxck. That's how I'm going to say it. David Slxck and tried to kill them with fire. The 21-year-old Maine man may have succeeded in exterminating the pest, but he burned down his parents' home in the process, killing their dog and 2 cats.
Damn.
Yeah, the state's fire marshal says Duquette, I think that's how they pronounce his name, the only one home at the time, was trying to kill the ants with a wooden match when he ignited nearby combustion materials in the basement.
Okay, he was just dumb.
Yeah, he received second-degree burns in his hands while running out of the house with some of the burning items. The marshal says Duquette is now expected to face charges.
Because white. Well, I mean, some of us too don't believe in killing animals, so of course he going to jail.
Yeah, he going to jail.
He couldn't use nothing else. Like we ain't got no spray, no bomb. Like he has some water. They don't like water. Like you just had to burn the damn house. Like it was that serious.
What made it worse is like at first I was like, okay, maybe this is outside.
Right.
But when they said in the basement. That is what got me.
Who goes in the basement? Like, let's be real. If you had a basement, who go down there? Like, and then like a storage.
Some people make it into like man.
I mean, I think that's more like the attic.
Man cave, okay.
Yeah.
But my thing is, usually in the basement, it's always something that's flammable, like your water.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you have something there.
You got something in there that's gonna blow up. Like I don't know why you even down there to set stuff on fire. That's the last place in your house.
But ants though?
Especially if your house is one of those gas houses.
Yeah.
Then you definitely asking for.
And you right there by the source.
Exactly.
No, what I'm saying is that ants though, you have to create fire to kill ants.
But I will say this. As kids, now this is a grown man.
That's
but as kids, kids used to do the whole putting a little bit of gasoline on the ant pile and setting no fire or getting a little magnifying glass.
What black child did that?
Not no black child, but
I'm just saying.
But if you look at the movies, you see what they used to do with little kids stuff.
That happens is outside.
Exactly.
I mean, the most a black child usually does. Right, in my situation, I'm gonna just speak off of what I did. I'll just get some water or get water hose and just spray.
Like they put it at the time. Like you just hoping it's going straight down.
But then
sometimes people, as kids, kicked it. kick it that one good time.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I learned my lesson from that.
No, but if you kick it though, you gotta
do a quick.
You gotta do a quick kick, and then you gotta go to the grass and kind of move your foot like that. You know,
the water hose. Like you got the water hose in your hand.
See, but the only thing about the water hose, you still gotta stay away from the power because that's how I learned that really you still can't really technically drown the ants because for some reason they still kind of strong enough to kind of survive. You know, they get revived a little bit like it's like a Call of Duty game. You know what I'm saying? So, so it's like you know you gotta be careful with that one though. Like
they come out in waves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
they all come out at the same time.
And then I got the flying ones. You gotta think about that too.
I forgot all about the flying one.
Oh man! The only reason the flying ones come out is because you killed the queen.
Exactly.
That's the whole. And it's hard to get to the queen. You gotta do some damage to get to the queen.
The flying ones are the guards.
And then the flying ones are deep down in the damn ground with the queen.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you get to them, you done for.
So if you see them, you done for. If you see them, you know in that moment you fucked up.
They don't stop either.
Yeah.
Because the queen don't even move.
Yeah, like
we stay in the same
once
spot.
they sting you, think they done. Nah, they keep biting.
No. When a bee sting you, they dead. That's true.
No, I got stung by a bee. That traumatized me. I hate bees now.
See, I've never been stung by a bee nor a wasp.
I hate it. I got stung by a bee when I was a little kid. That bitch stuck me on my toe.
You sound like my brother.
I was mad as fuck.
For me, I got stung by a bee and a wasp. But the only reason I laughed because I got stung by a bee was because I said, I know that nigga did. I said, I'm still walking.
Yeah.
I'm still alive. You're dying in a few hours.
Yeah.
So I said, joke's on you.
I got stung by a bee in the ear, so I had to go to school the next day. So
No, I got stung in the ear by a wasp. That stuff was huge, bro. I was so mad.
See,
my toe was huge. I never got stung by wasps. I had a cousin who got stung by wasps. I wasn't trying to laugh, but that shit was so funny because the way he got bit, we all knew it was bound to happen. He kept fucking with the walls and he kept saying, leave him alone.
Yeah.
He thought that nigga was gone. Now that nigga came right back to him. Hit him on his leg. Like
I don't have any of these experiences. I've never been stung by wasps. I was
kind of be happy, damn it.
No. I was kind of like if y'all ever watched the show back in the day, Victorious. It was a character named Andre, and Andre literally has never been stung by a bee or wasp. And you know, he tried. His whole goal was to get stung by one, just to get that experience. That's how I was at one point, where I was like, I really just want to get stung by one, just so I can see that experience.
Right.
I never had one. So you know, we're going 24 years strong, but you know, it's gonna be that one day. I'm probably gonna be like 90, where I shouldn't be getting stung by one.
You gonna die
then. That's when Jesus come and grab your hand.
Come on, my guy.
Exactly, man. But no, that's all we got for this divot. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, sir. But that's all we have for this segment. It's time for us to go to the next segment. You know what? I low-key feel like I want to ask somebody on this question. Now, Kierra, do you got anybody you think you want to call for this one? Because I feel like I want to kind of add more people into this segment sometimes, and I think that would be a good thing to do. So I think I want to kind of talk to somebody about that, though.
I'll do.
While we wait, my question is, what is the purpose of a wasp?
That is true.
I don't know.
Like, what is
You're right.
Like, but
That's how I feel about yellow jackets. Like, what's the purpose of them?
Purpose of what?
A yellow jacket. You ever seen one?
Yeah.
They don't do anything. Like they pollinate and they.
I thought their purpose was honey.
I mean, that's true, but they pollinate too.
They pollinate and then they eventually stuff it, so it makes it more plants.
But you're right. I understand the purpose of a bee, but wasp.
Yeah,
what is your purpose?
A wasp is there just to be a bully. That's just like mosquitoes. Just to bite the shit out of you. That's all.
When I tell you I can't stand mosquitoes.
Yeah, like I be wondering like what's some purposes of certain animals. Like think about like all the animals that's at the very bottom of the sea that we hadn't even seen yet. What are their purpose? Like they're just there. You know what I mean?
So I mean, thinking about the bottomless sea, I would think they would be the same as a roach.
Yeah. Like no purpose at all.
Why we keep bringing up roaches, man?
Because the niggas are evil.
They don't die.
No, then my question is, why can they survive so much radiation? For what? Like, what did they go through to even get to that evolution?
I'm just trying to figure out why they can go through radiation, but they can't go through this foot.
Exactly.
That spray.
Spray, stomp. Like, come on.
You know what, dog? I seen a roach. George had sprayed a roach one time, and that nigga was still alive. We was trying to figure out why.
He stopped looking at me and said, "Try again." That's pretty much what happened.
I said, "Yeah, you right." So my stupid ass, I got a toilet paper, pick this nigga up, throw him in the toilet, flush the toilet.
Yeah. And he's still survived. He gonna get somebody else's house.
He ain't in his damn house no more.
He probably saying that you're trying. I'm coming back.
You know what?
Basically transfer schools.
After having this conversation, I don't even want to have a caller right now because I just know we're gonna be talking even longer. And the episode's already long. So I'm gonna try to stop this right now. And we're gonna go to the next segment. You know, one of my favorite segments, which is Black Excellence.
DJ down.
All right, y'all. We are in the next segment of the podcast, which is Black Excellence. And for this week, I'm gonna give it to one of my family members and everything. I'm going to give it to my cousin Trey. You know, he has spent his whole life really playing basketball, right? And eventually, you know, he stopped playing basketball. I mean, he still played basketball here and there and stuff like that, but now, you know, he's on a new journey, but he's doing something that he doesn't know if he wants to really go and dive into a whole lot, which is singing, you know, being an artist and stuff. And so, to all my listeners out there, I'm gonna play a song that he has and everything that he doesn't have out. And I need y'all to go on and convince this man that he needs to go on and pursue this because he actually has talent, but he doesn't even know that he has the talent. And we're going to call him later on too, just so I can tell him that though. So I'm going to play this song that he has. Let me see if I can find it in my phone. And it's called Hypnotize. Exclusive.
Keep it 3,000 like Andre. Do you really wanna be my Beyonce? I'm a man with a plan like Kanye. Coming at to the vibe like feng shui. I can't even focus when you move your body slow motion. I can't even focus. You slip me into hypnosis. Alright, okay. I've been at work, I've been grinding all day. Can't wait to get home just to see your face. Soon as I get home, baby, grind on me. Ain't gotta rush, so I'm taking my time. My vibe is different, I know what you like. They take you long just to make up your mind. Making her hot, but she cold just like I give her some of that. I give her some of that ooh wee. I keep her bustin' like Uzis. Might have to buy her some new sheets. You cannot copy that. You cannot copy that coochie. Throw it out, bring it back to me. Got me in the days for a few weeks. On me, got me hypnotized. 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 I get a check and I bet that I run it up. It ain't too many around that can stop with us. Don't need a club, I take you to the crib and
All right, that was just a little bit of Hypnotized and everything. Now, Kierra, I need you to be honest right now. How you feel about that?
I like that.
You liked it?
Yeah, I was vibing with it when I was listening to it. Some of the lyrics, I was like, oh, Jesus. Okay.
You know, me and my cousins can be very interesting when it comes down to our choice of words. That's how I really wanted him to know that people actually rock the way he got going on. I really feel like he couldn't take that serious though, you know? So I'm going to call him right now and hopefully he answers the phone. We're going to see though.
Hello.
Oh, he actually answered the phone. Is this Trey?
Yeah, it's me.
What it do, man? This your boy Slxck the Don, host of the Glorious Weekday podcast, also known as the People's Podcast. You're on the podcast right now, so do not incriminate yourself.
Okay, bet.
What's good, cousin? How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Oh, that's good, man. Listen, I'm calling you right now because I named you as my Black Excellence on the podcast because I really need you to start taking this music thing a little serious. You know what I'm saying? Like I know you've been questioning if you want to or not. And so I played a little bit of your song Hypnotized and everything. I let my soror Kierra hear it. She said she was vibing with it. So yeah, man. Yeah, she right here too. She can hear you. So yeah, man. But since I got you on, is there anything you want to shout out? Anything you want to say to the people?
I mean, I shout out my Instagram, at ballin_for_real, BALLIN_4 real REAL. And shoot, I don't know. I ain't got nothing I really want to say to the people. Hey, check me out. More clips to come, the little music thing. You say, hey, everybody been telling me the same thing though. Everybody I let hear the music been rocking with it. So I guess I'm gonna do a little bit more.
Well, you know what that means. Then you need to go on and be listening to these folks, man. Give me a gunshot right now. Like you definitely gotta do that, bro, for sure. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say to you. I'm gonna let you get back to your night, and I'll talk to you later.
All right, man.
All right, bro. All right. So that was my Black Excellence and everything. And Kierra, do you got a Black Excellence at all?
I do.
Okay.
So this young lady, we have been close ever since. She has always I have my back, and even though she's not in town with me right now, she's allowed to go back to school go back to Oakland after she got her master's or whatever. And I just want to shout out my Black Excellence to my best friend, also known as Zakia. She go by Beyonce because she's a big Beyonce fan. I see, and she's also my Neo. She became a member spring 18. And I want to shout out her Black Excellence because not only did she, got a promotion at her job a couple of months ago, she also went on this weight loss journey and she lost between 30 to 40 pounds. And I just want to say that I'm proud of her. I'm happy for her with everything. We talked about this a lot. And she could never find the time and day. She had some setbacks. She wrecked a car. She was out without a car for a minute. She finally got that Mustang that she been wanting. And I just want to say that I'm proud of her and I'm happy for her. And I cannot wait to see her ass again because I have not seen her since TGP.
So. Wow. TGP?
Mm-hmm.
Man. Yeah, because TGP was a good minute. That felt good. It was years ago. But it was, back in August, Shout out to all my Greek folks out there. But yeah, that's good. Let me get her gunshot too. You know what I'm saying? Now, would you like to call her? Or?
She probably not gonna answer the phone. I'm not even gonna lie. Like she's when she's at work, she don't answer the phone. She's more of a texter.
Okay,
so
gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
she's probably not gonna answer the phone. Not even gonna lie. She's probably gonna get on my ass when she sees. It's like, you could have called me. Like, no. I want to say that embarrassment.
Well, we're gonna make sure that we got her socials and everything at the bottom of the screen and everything as well. So make sure y'all go and support both of them. Follow them and everything. Just we talk about Black Excellence right now at the end of the day. So we ain't gonna just be naming folks just to be naming folks. Like these folks are doing some great things out here in the world. So definitely tune in and support what they got going on and everything. So there's that. And also I'm gonna give my Black Excellence again to two other people. I'm gonna give it to Kierra here, and I'm gonna give it to George. I'm gonna give it to both of y'all too, because I know y'all got a lot of great things going on too. Just talking to y'all too, and just going off with the energy that y'all bringing right now too, and I love it. I love it every time someone comes on and they bring that good energy and everything. And then just all the stuff that you mentioned to me before we got on the podcast and everything too, and I'm just like, man, all the trials, tribulations, and all the things that you had to go through, and then just being where you at right now, like that's Black excellence right there all the way, you know, and then continue to build. That's what you're doing, building your life. So I just want to give both of y'all Black excellence, man. Y'all appreciate it as well. I gotta give y'all a gunshot as well, you know what I'm saying? You know, and then, you know, like we say, we gotta get the clank. So that's my Black excellence for this week. Anytime. And now we better get into the last segment. A lot of people's favorite segment, one of the funnier segments, because this is when people show their true colors, and that is song association. All right, y'all, we are in the last segment of the podcast, which is song association. And in this segment, I will be giving Kierra here 15 words. She has 15 seconds for each word to sing or rap a song that has that word in it. And it has to be real, all right? So, you need 10 out of 15 to pass, because C's get degrees. That's how you pass in my class, you know. We grade on like a curve, you know what I'm saying? You know,
damn.
I'm one of them good professors, you know. Now, if you want to stay in contention for the $20 at the end of the season, you have to at least get 12 out of 15. It's a lot of folks that got 12 out of 15 right now. So shout out to KP, shout out to Vero, shout out to Milton, shout out to Bree, and shout out to Phil. They all got 12 out of 15 right now. So you got to at least get 12 out of 15. Okay. Now, if you get 15 out of 15, I will cash app you $20 right now, and you're still in contention for the $20 at the end of the season. Okay? So, now, I'm rooting for you, okay? I'm rooting for you because Blue and White has been on here numerous times, and like I said earlier, they have disappointed me. They have let me down. And I feel like, you know what? Maybe one of our sisters can come in here and redeem us, you know. So I'm rooting for you on this one. Okay. Usually a lot of times I pray on people's downfalls in this game. But for you, we ain't gonna do that. Okay. We ain't gonna do that. So here we go. All right. I still can't make it easy for you though. But let me go on and get the timer set up. So yeah, get comfortable. Make sure you get your mind right. All right. All right. So your first word is black.
Black.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
There we go. There we go.
I had to think about it.
I was like, you got me a little nervous right now, and I just talk so highly.
I'm a Wiz Khalifa fan. What is wrong with you?
Okay, we got to check on that one. All right. Your next word is win.
All I do is win, no matter what. I ain't singing the rest of it.
Okay. Okay.
Y'all get the point.
Got you. Now, I want you to do well, but I also don't want you to get 15 out of 15. But I want you to do well, though. I want you to. Well, I'm sorry. That's more money out of my pockets. You know. Your next word is stay. Stay.
Why don't you just stay with me? It's by Neo.
Okay. I knew the song you were talking about. Shout out to Neo. You know, they sleep on him.
He got in the song with Young Blue right now. You should.
Oh yeah, I heard it.
You heard it? Okay.
Yeah, I be in my bag with music. You know what I'm saying? I got you though, but nah, that's a hard song too. I think it came out like what, 2.
I was in middle school when that song. That was his first album.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Young Blue song right now.
No. I was talking about the Stay song, but yeah, that one did just come out. Yeah.
Stay song. When did it come out? Like
it's like Pity.
03 or 04.
That's the one with Sexy Love.
Yeah.
So Sick. All these songs.
Got you. Okay. Your next word. And I'm just gonna say, if you don't get this word, we're just gonna have to end this whole game right here.
Okay. Oh wait, what? Damn.
Your word is style. Style.
What song got style in it?
5 seconds.
I don't know. Sorry.
Time's up.
I don't know what song I started.
What was it?
Go on, say it, Devontae.
Chopper style, chop.
Oh, wow. Y'all are so fucked up. Wow.
Oh.
And I know that damn stroll, too.
Yes.
Wow. Whatever.
And that was actually the one.
That's fucked up.
That's why I was like, I know she gonna get this one.
That's fucked up.
We ended the game?
I mean, we can't because for the people, we got to keep going. They want to keep playing along too.
I'm mad as fuck right now.
Yes, I'm hurt.
I'm mad as fuck right now.
You got the other three, and then when it came out, this one, I was like, okay, she got this one. But it's cool. We're gonna move on. You still in contention, So now, if you get 14 out of 15, and this is the only one you missed, I'm gonna be really hurt because it's like I didn't want you to get 15 out of 15, but the fact that you lost off of style, like.
I'm hurt for myself. I'm mad at myself right now. Like, I'm gonna talk about this shit on the way home.
Yeah, they had us the first half. I'm not gonna lie. They had us. We weren't defeated, but they had us.
Okay, so your next word is love.
I can't sing, but love never knew what I was missing. Shout out to Keisha Cole.
Yes, man. It seems like everybody. You know what? I need everybody to give their flowers, like give Keisha Cole flowers, because every time, for the most part, 95% of the time, if I give out the word love, everyone is singing that song.
Of course.
So yes. One day I hope I can get Keisha Cole on the podcast one day. That'd be great.
When OT Genesis came in and made his little remix, she was mad as fuck.
I was gonna say.
She was mad as hell.
I started thinking to myself, man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
Yeah, I mean, you're right about that. But, shout out to OT.
And people actually love that song and he made like, damn.
Oh, man. But the next word is baby.
Baby. Don't judge me. That's my shit.
I ain't gonna judge you. I like you gotta do what we gotta do to win. Understand. All right. Next word is happiness.
Happiness. Like happiness, that ain't the word I chose. Love and happiness. Something that make you do wrong, make you do right. Love. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Bad. Your next word. Let me give you a check on that one. Next word is true.
Cause I wanna stay true, my Lord.
Okay.
That's a sad song. Y'all should listen to it.
Cool.
Huh?
Yeah, I know what he said.
And you hear me over there saying cool.
Childish.
I know what song she talking about because it's spelled TRU. Yeah. Shout out to Lloyd, man. I actually listen to Lloyd a lot. But anyways, your next word is letter.
Letter.
Mm-hmm. Letter.
I'm sending you a 4-page letter, and I enclosed it with yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Your next word is back.
Welcome back by Mace.
Okay.
When he did a comeback.
I got some Mace. Oh, look, I gotta. So this is the first person that ever came on and did a song by Mace. So.
Oh yeah, I fuck with Bad Boy back in the day.
I was just thinking, I want my baby back. I want my baby back, ribs. That's the only thing I thought of.
The Chili's commercial.
All right. You said what?
I was thinking back to back by Drake.
Yeah, That too.
See, I heard that song in a minute. I probably wouldn't have thought.
All right, your next word is town.
Oh, how that song go? Damn. How that song go? Shit.
Time's up.
That was fast.
3, 2, 1. This is the big rich town.
That's what I was thinking.
I was singing a Little Nas and Billy Ray Cyrus. I forgot how that go.
Shout out to Power.
Are you talking about?
I can't even think of how the side go again.
What's that?
The Old Town Road.
Yeah, that's how I was.
That's what
I was thinking of Power, and then also I thought about shout to Rihanna on when they say "Who gonna run this town tonight?" Yeah, I was thinking those two, but really Power more than anything.
Yeah,
shout to Joe. You know, he made that song a hit. He came to Grambling and sang that song too, though. So there's that. So he didn't get that. The next word is, I'm gonna try to say it the right way because I usually say it the wrong way. The word is door.
Door or Dior.
No, it's really
door as in open the door or Dior.
No, Door.
I don't know how to say the words, but like she loved my Dior. You know that Pop Smoke song. Dior. Say the
time's up.
What you mean time's up? I asked you which word it was. No.
And I said Doo.
He spelled it out.
No, you didn't. You never spelled it out.
He did.
When? I did.
I said as in open the door or Dior.
Dior.
I wish I had Florida from Good Times heard like a little thing. That would have been a perfect drop right now. I'll be using next time. But okay. We still in this. Okay, so got that. Let me see where we at right now. She's doing pretty well. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Now, I'm gonna say this, Kierra. You get these last 3, you're in contention.
Okay.
But if you don't, here's what it is. You're still doing better than a lot of brothers right now. That's all I really wanted. I just need you to pass. Okay. So your next word is party.
Party like a rock star. Party like a rock. Party like a rock star.
Okay. Got you. All right. Your next one is down.
Baby, are you down? Oh, I'm going down by Mary J. Blige.
Okay, either one, you got it. Now, this the one right here, the final one. If she gets this, we're gonna have 101 people that got 12 out of 15. If she don't get this, at least she passed. That's all I really needed more than anything. It makes me feel good that somebody passed. I'm looking at you, Darius. I'm looking at you, Takel. And I'm looking at you, Ant. Well, Darius did pass. I think he got 10. He passed, but it was still on the low. And you... That hurt me, man. You already know I'm going to mention this to you later. But your last word is goodbye.
I don't like goodbyes. I don't know the rest of the chorus. But it's not postponed.
I'll take it. Me personally.
It's so hard to say goodbye.
I didn't want to sing it. I didn't want to sing that song because I'm gonna start crying. That's why I wouldn't
sing the same song.
You
said Lloyd.
I wasn't even thinking that one. I was thinking Chris Brown. It's never a right time to say goodbye.
That song is sad as fuck too.
It is.
I'm to say goodbye in German.
Only trying to laugh because my 8th grade graduation.
Well, to KP, to Vera, to Milton, to Bree, to Phil. There's another name on that list now and her name is Kierra. And I gotta give her hand claps and gunshots because she's part of the Blue and White family. She's in here. I'm happy, man. Devontae, you know I've been saying this for longer. I just wanted somebody part of the family. Somebody part of the family. You know, just do your thing. Do your thing. You know, she hurt. She almost got me in the very first one.
I'm hurt right now. No.
Yeah, I heard with chocolate stuff. Hey. Hold on, another one popped up was Gangnam Style.
Gangnam Style by the Asian dude.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's that. She ended up getting that, and it is time to end this segment and close this thing out. All right, y'all, we're at the end of the podcast. Kierra, thank you so much for coming on the podcast and giving me a lot of great content, a lot of great laughs. You know, I really do appreciate that. Is there anything you want to say or shout out before you go?
Sure. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate this. I love the platform that you guys have, and I would definitely continue to follow up. Hopefully I can come again soon.
For sure.
Shout out to all my Blue and White that's out there all over the world. Shout out to my home team, Beta Delta, and my chapter in New Alpha. Also, shout out to the new organization that I just joined at Texas Southern University, Women of Gold. It's an organization on women empowerment, and I'm so happy to be a part of this lovely organization. I hold it dear to my heart. Follow me on Instagram, BTW_Kierra, KIERRA. You can follow me on Snapchat, Twitter under the same name. And yeah, I'm always down to have a conversation, so I'm excited.
That's good. That's good. And Devontae, you got anything you want to say, man, before we go? Hey, you good? You want to shout anything out? No socials? And y'all can tell my brother always doing this because, you know, this is what happens when people be on the podcast for so much. Now they're getting too comfortable.
I haven't done my year yet, so I can have the compilation of
Okay, y'all already know I'm gonna put his stuff down the bottom too. You know what I'm saying? And now, George, you got anything you want to say, man? Anything you want to shout out?
I just appreciate y'all boys for having me and Kierra here also. Hopefully, if y'all would like me to come back and talk about anything from a GDI perspective. I'm cool with it. Well, appreciate everything.
Anytime, man. For sure. I'd definitely love to have you on too, man. You just sit here on the couch and we chop it up and have another question. You know what I'm saying? I'm down for that, man. And also, shout out to God for everything that He has blessed me with. You know, the wonderful and beautiful people He has put in my life. You know, everyone that's in this room right now. My mom, my pops. You know, all the people that support me and everything, and even to y'all that's listening as well. I just want to say thank y'all. You know, like I always say, shout out to my first time listeners, shout out to my last time listeners. Maybe listen to this podcast, you thought we was talking too much, maybe we're rambling too much, maybe you didn't like what we were saying, or maybe you really just don't like us. I just want to say thank you for giving us the opportunity to be heard. This is your boy Slxck the Don, host of the Weekday podcast, also known as the People's Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, review, rate, tell a friend to tell a friend, and I'll see y'all in the next episode.
It's gonna be a good day. Favorite song on replay. Good vibes on the weekend. Good vibes on the weekday. Yeah. Can't just talk, you gotta show me. Chillin' with my cousins and my brody. Boy, go chase them dreams is what they told me. I can't let these haters come and follow me.